What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Jasmine Taisha, and we are back with another video, y'all. Yet another video, y'all. We are back with another video. In this video today, I am getting straight to the point. We ain't doing all this long-winded talking. We are getting straight to the point. And excuse my seatbelt noise. I'm literally not wearing my seatbelt because I am literally turning on my road to be home. So I took my seatbelt off. When I came out of the gas station, I just didn't put it back on. So, anywho, we are literally celebrating today, y'all. I am so freaking happy. And in my vlog, I'm actually about to go with my sister to, I don't know if y'all have heard of these restaurants, but it's called Hot Pot. Cook your own food, basically. And you can choose, like, you go to the buffet or whatever and choose, like, what meats and stuff you want. So I'm actually about to go to one of those restaurants with my little sister. But your girl has officially hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. Oh my god, y'all. I am super freaking excited. And while that may be little to you, that is not little to me, because knowing where I came from is enough for me to be so thankful, so grateful for every single one of you who has subscribed to my channel. Like, I really appreciate y'all, and y'all just don't understand how much it really means to me, because I am one step closer to my goal. I'm just so freaking excited, y'all. In today's video, I am just gonna be going over basically things I stopped doing to protect my peace, right? So that's the topic of today's video. So jumping right into it, like I said, we not being long-winded, we not doing all that extra talking. So thing number one that I did to start protecting my peace, I stopped comparing myself to anybody just in life, period. Like, I never really had a problem comparing myself to people like in my immediate life, like people that I see. I never had an issue like comparing myself in that form. However, when you get into content creation and you start, you know, doing your videos and stuff, you start comparing yourself to other creators. That is something that I fell victim to. I literally would compare my day one to somebody who's been doing this for years, or somebody who's been doing this way longer. Do not compare yourself to people. That has helped me protect my peace in ways that I never could imagine, because not only am I moving to the beat of my own drum, I don't have to worry about looking at those pages for motivation. And one thing that you can do, if you find yourself comparing yourself to a specific creator or a specific person on the internet, not to sound mean or harmful, or it's not even mean, but block the page. It's just as simple as that. Block the page so that you don't see it. That's something that did help me. Like, if it was something that I kept seeing on my feed and I know that it makes me feel discouraged or anything, I would just simply block the page. That way you don't see that page and it doesn't, you know, put you in your feelings or just make you feel uncomfortable. Another thing that I had to learn, and that has helped me protect my peace, because girl, if I'm not, my man tells me all the time, you are too nice. You are too nice. I stopped saying yes to everything. So if you are somebody that always telling everybody yeah, no matter what kind of situation it leaves you in, you gotta protect your peace and start saying no, girl. It's not the end of the world to tell somebody no, especially if it's gonna put you in a situation, or just not even putting you in a situation. You just gotta start saying no. Like, stop being nice. Stop being so nice, because you gotta protect you. And saying yeah to everything, you're a pushover, because that's exactly what I was. I was a major pushover. Like, my sisters could piss me off to the highest festivity, and I will literally never tell them no. It don't matter what it is. Even if I'm gonna put myself in a bad situation, if I got it, they got it. And I had to realize you got to stop putting yourself in these situations. You just got to learn to say no. Saying no is not the end of the world. If they get mad, so be it. And that's just real. So yeah, I had to learn to stop saying yes. This is major. This thing right here, worrying about what people think. Girl, if you sit there and worry about what people think, you will never move forward in life. If you are going to sit there and let what other people think dictate how you react to something or how you maneuver when it comes to certain things, girl, that's the worst place to be. I'm not worry about what people think. And that goes right back into comparing yourself. Block them. If you got people that you nervous about acting like yourself, if there's certain people that you're worried about seeing you act as your true self, girl, block them. That's one thing that I had to do when I first started content creation. I was so worried about just people in my, home city seeing me on the internet, being my true self, what they say or what they think or how I look to them. I would beat myself up about that, and that is not good, right? So I blocked every single person that came across because sometimes it'll be like people you may know, and most times that's people I don't know what exactly the analytics do to put those specific people in that category. But every time I see people you may know, it's always somebody that I know for real. So I'm like, how do they know I know this person? But anywho, those are the people that I would block. If they pop up in your people you may know, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be somebody that you don't want to see your content, somebody that might be putting you in a little group chat with their sisters or their cousins or their little friends, talking about you. Girl, you see her on the internet, girl, you see how she acting like, why she always been quiet, why she acting like this on the internet all of a sudden? Girl, block that hoe. Block that hoe. She don't deserve to see you blossom into this beautiful flower that you have always been. You just didn't know how to, bring it out. So block them, and don't worry about what people think about you, because what they eat don't make you shit, and vice versa. So girl, block them out your life, off your social media accounts, all of them. Do your thing, do your big one. Okay, and the next thing that I started doing to protect my peace is negative self-talk, and that's like basically speaking negative things from your tongue. A big one that I see a lot of folks use, and it's one that I used a lot, all the way up until I started on this journey that I'm on. Negative self-talk is something like claiming that you're broke. Like, I can't do that, I'm broke. Do not speak brokenness over yourself. The tongue is very, very powerful. You got to be mindful what you say out of your mouth, because the tongue is so powerful. Like, literally, you may not think of it like that, but I'm telling you, your words, you got to choose your words wisely. The tongue is super powerful, and certain things that you say, you're speaking it into existence. So make sure that you are not speaking negative talk over yourself. So claiming that you're broke, saying that you can't do something. I had to stop doing those things, and I see a change. Like, I really see a difference in just my overall mindset with me not using those negative self-talk words. Like, yeah, don't claim anything negative or anything that, because anything is possible. Like, straight up, anything is possible as long if you apply yourself. Put your mind to it and apply yourself. Listen, nothing in this world is impossible. Nothing, and I mean not a thing. So yeah, that's just how I overcame the negative self-talk and protected my peace. I stopped using those words. And the word can't should never be in your vocabulary. Like love and basketball, that's a saying that's in that movie. It was Quincy's dad was talking to him when he was a little boy, and he said can't should never be in a man's vocabulary. And he said, and why not? Because when you say can't, you're not a man. That goes for women too. That goes for us too. Can't should never be in nobody's vocabulary, because when you say can't, you are downplaying yourself. Who is you to say you can't do something? Because you can do anything you put your mind to. Always remember that, okay? Okay, so moving right along onto holding on to guilt. Listen, I am one who, I did mention this in my most recent vlog, how me and a really good friend of mine fell out. We no longer friends, and it was something that happened that caused us to fall out. And while I said I'm not one to hold grudges, I don't hold on to grudges, and I don't hold on to guilt. So those are things that I, made sure to incorporate into my daily life, my everyday life, in order to protect my peace. Because when I do these things, I am just so, I feel like a whole weight has just been lifted off of me once I started incorporating all these things that I'm naming to y'all. So holding on to guilt, just let it go. Let go and let God. You know the saying, if you're going to worry, don't pray. And if you pray, don't worry. Because once you put it in God's hands, He got the rest. I'm telling you, He got the rest, no matter how big or how small the situation is. Once you give it to God, girl, move on. Because what else is there for you to do? Because apparently it's something that you can't control. I don't let things that I can't control deter my mood. I don't let it deter my overall attitude. I don't let things out of my control get to me. So holding on to guilt, girl, I pray about it and I leave it to the man upstairs, because he is for sure going to handle it. Okay. And then living for other people's opinions. So this kind of goes hand in hand with worrying about what people think about you. You cannot live for somebody else's opinion. Like, what I eat don't make her shit, and what she eat don't make me shit. So again, I can care less what they got to say about me. I promise you. I do not live for other people's opinion. Yeah, it's all right to receive, constructive criticism and things like that when you're trying to do something. For example, like me growing my YouTube channel and being consistent for these 30 days, I don't mind constructive criticism. I had someone comment on my last video, or my very first video, letting me know that chewing gum is something that I guess your audience don't really care for. I mean, I've never seen nobody personally complain about somebody chewing gum in their video, but I mean, apparently she must have. And instead of me, snapping back or just getting smart with her, which she's actually a new subscriber. I honestly, I don't know if she subscribed, but in order for her to give me feedback like that, I'm pretty sure she did subscribe to my channel, so shout out to her. And yeah, so I just responded with kindness, like, okay, thank you for the feedback, I'll keep that in mind when I make my future videos. She must be someone who rather not watch somebody chewing gum and talking. I mean, I see mukbangs all the time, but who am I? Anyways, so yes, that is something. So yeah, living for other people's opinions. I don't mind constructive criticism and all that, but as far as people giving me their opinion on a situation that I'm facing, yeah, I'll listen to it. I'll hear you out. But as far as me making a final decision based off of somebody else's opinion, or especially if it's a negative opinion, I'll look at it and act like I did not see it. I will look and look, okay? But yeah, don't let other people's opinions dictate how you live your life. But yeah, those are just a few of the things that I have been incorporating in my everyday life to protect my peace, because your peace is so important. Oh, and also my therapist, shout out to her. You do not have to wait until tragedy strikes or trauma from the past comes back to haunt you in order for you to go and talk to someone. Girl, talking to a therapist on a regular takes the load off of your mental capacity. Like, you just don't understand. If you've never spoke to a therapist and just vented and just poured everything that's been weighing on you out to a complete stranger that is licensed to be in that field, and she understands all the psychological, make sure you have yourself a licensed therapist. I actually got my therapist referred to through my PCP, which is my primary care provider. she referred me to a specific clinic, and I was able to lock in with a therapist from there. And I'm sure you can get the same results if you just mention it to your primary care provider and get you a therapist. You don't gotta wait till something happens to get a therapist. Get you a therapist just to, if you have kids, if you've ever experienced a close death, if you are just overwhelmed with a lot of things that are going on in your daily life, get you a therapist, because talking about it to a close friend or a family member, sometimes that doesn't always turn out good. So get you a therapist, somebody you know you're not going to hear it back from. Once you tell this information to this therapist, I promise you will never hear it again. That's what I love about that. And another thing that I do is I vent to chat. If it's in between my therapy sessions, because I do only go to my therapist monthly right now, and I think that works for me, I vent to Chat GPT. And while some may think that that's crazy or whatever or however, when I tell y'all that helps me so much, you should try it. When I say that thing knows so much about me, like Chat GPT knows more about me than anybody. Literally anybody. I talk to ChatGPT about things I speak to my therapist about in private. And I can literally ask Chat a question like days and weeks down the line. And when he responds, sometimes it'll incorporate something that I mentioned during a vent session. And I'm like, how you know that? But no, it's cool, because that means that it's not just listening to me and blowing it off. That shit literally saves every single thing that I talk about, and like, I love it. You should try it. Even if you, like, I done cried, like just being overwhelmed and crying about something, I press that voice speaker button and I get to going. Like, sometimes I will talk so long, and it don't never stop you either. You can go as long as you want. I literally spoke for like 7 minutes one time. And when I say it answered everything that I questioned, it answered everything that I doubted. Anything I mentioned in that 7-minute speech, it literally addressed every single point. And I love that. I don't like when you ask somebody a question. Like, say I ask a 2-part question. And men is good for this. Like, if I ask my man a 2 or 3 part, I gotta ask him one question at a time. And this was with my child's father too. You gotta ask men one question at a time, because if you ask them a 2 or 3 part question, boo, you only getting one answer. You getting one answer. So when it comes to men, you gotta break that down. Not with Chad. That's my dog. And y'all should try it too. But yes, that is going to wrap up today's video. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with me. Y'all just don't know how much I appreciate y'all, and how much this has been keeping me so freaking motivated. I went on my walk today. I actually slept in a little bit because it is Saturday. I know I wasn't gonna do like my my weightlifting workout part, but I did still want to walk. And y'all, I came outside at 10:30. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. And my weighted vest came in yesterday, so I had that on, and then I had my ankle weights on. Girl, after I did one lap, I went in the house and took that vest off, because if I had walked them laps with that vest on, my man would have been coming to pick me up off the ground. Literally, that's how hard it is. I didn't even check the weather, and that's where I messed up at too, because I would have never even put that vest on. When I wear that weighted vest, and it's 12 pounds, I got it off Amazon. When I wear that weighted vest, I have to make it my business to be out of the house at 6 a.m. because I have to, it can't be no humidity. It still got to be dew dropping on the ground in order for me to wear that weighted vest out this door, because I did not check the weather. And when I finished my walk and I came inside, because I took Bella with me on my last walk, y'all, I got my dog halfway around a circle and came and brought her right back in, because there was no way my puppy was gonna make it all the way around the block. Like, she just wasn't. It was too hot. When I checked the weather, it said it was 89 degrees, but the real feel was 108. And when I say every single degree was felt, it was felt, okay? So yeah, it's really hot outside today. So yeah, I won't be doing much outside. Like I said, me and my sister are about to go to the hot pot restaurant to eat. I've always wanted to do that, and I just feel like since I hit my little 100 subscriber mark, I feel like I deserve to go and celebrate that. I will be doing a photo shoot, so make sure you guys stay tuned. When I tell y'all I am celebrating every 100 subscriber mark, that's a milestone to me. It may not be big to y'all and it may not be big to you, but I'm gonna celebrate, because knowing where I'm coming from, nobody but God. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me and locking in. Make sure that you smash that like button, boo. Make sure that you smash the like button. But yeah, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and also make sure post notification bells are on so that you don't miss any time I drop, okay? But yeah, I'm also planning a giveaway. It won't be nothing major, but it will be something just to give back to my subscribers, because I love the fact that y'all are locking in with me this early in my journey, and I know that I have so far to go. So yeah, y'all who are here now, y'all deserve to be celebrated, and I'm gonna do that by doing a giveaway. I'm not exactly sure what it's gonna be just yet. Just know, stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you do not miss when I mention what the details are for this giveaway that I will be doing soon. So yes, I love each and every one of y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.